As far as Jay goes, the type of player he was just a hard worker. Had all of the talent in the world, but there's a lot of people that are talented and they just don't have the work ethic like him. Quietly confident, understood his experience, good volleyball IQ, just the type of player that you love to coach because you don't have to give him too much. He doesn't give you too much back, never gets too high, never gets too low. As a player, his teammates could probably attest to the fact that he led by example and was not really the loudest, most look at me type player. It was just went about his business. Perfect for a team sport like volleyball, where you're relying on your teammates a lot, and you want to know that they're confident in their ability to get things done. And Jay really had that. He was coming from another program. I had an idea of his resume based off what he did in high school and what he did at another college. I didn't really know him though. You walked into the gym and you're expecting someone to kind of command the room and command a lot of attention. And then as soon as the volleyballs came out, he showed you he was the right guy. He didn't have to say much. You didn't know what to expect, but you're looking at his stats and you're like, wow. Well, like I said, speaking to former players, like they still reminisce about what we were able to do in those few years, and the way he led really without having to say too much and just led with his play really impacted the players that came after him, and it just started to build a little more momentum with the program overall. His lasting impact is just just going about your business and being prepared and always being in great shape without having too much, let's say, fanfare.
Congratulations, Jay. I played 4 years with Jay. We started at Seneca College together where we played 3 years. We spent a lot of time together between driving to practice class. We even attended the OCAA All-Star game at Humber College together. I'm sure I only got to go because Jay was my roommate. As our time went on and we all developed, we could see Jay was going to be a special player. Once he was moved to right side, it seemed like nothing could stop him. We were lucky enough to go to the OCAA championships. Every year we played together and win 3 silver medals. I recently found out we'd be working together as well when the training officers at the Windsor Fire Department asked me if I knew this new kid who was some sort of volleyball star. So I knew it had to be Jay.
Yeah, Jay, just wanted to say you were an incredible person to coach over the years, and by all accounts from your former teammates, you're an incredible teammate. I just want to say congratulations on this big honor. You definitely deserve it.
Congratulations, Jay. Very well deserved. And I'll see you at work.
Good evening, everyone. And as the video shared, I'm man a few words, so I'll make this quick. But there are a few thank yous, obviously, that I need to give out. Obviously, the CCAA, OCAA. Thank you for everything that you provided for me, the education, the athletics, everything that you did for me. The other Hall of Fame inductees, congratulations, well deserved to everybody. My mom and dad are here today. They've provided me every athletic opportunity that I could have ever dreamed for. Growing up, I played every sport imaginable, from travel hockey, travel baseball, high school badminton, tennis, volleyball, basketball, track and field. They were always there to support me. No questions asked. They were always there to provide everything that I ever needed for them. Growing up in a small town or a high school of maybe pushing 330 kids throughout the high school, which means there's maybe 50 in my grade. I really was, nobody to really bat an eye at, but the work ethic that my parents provided me really pushed me to where I got to today, standing here in front of you. My first year going to college, was not recruited, was not scouted, came from a very small program in a small town. my first two coaches, Shane Timms and Jeff Pike, recently graduated OCAA and OUA athletes into the role of, college coaches, and they took on that role. I was a walk-on, really a nobody, and they saw potential in me, and I thank them for that. And they really pushed our team to what it was, with 2 silver medals at Seneca College. And Jeff was the energy behind, Shane's brains of coaching in the OCAA. Players that I played with, you saw Peter Christian. Didn't know him before my first year, but we attended Seneca College our very first year. He ended up being from Chatham. I was from Windsor. We were pretty much local boys. We ended up playing 4 years of college volleyball together. And, he spoke, high words of me, and I equally speak high words of him, because I wouldn't be where I am today without him, with the type of play that he has. Other, teammates that I could recognize, Mikey Haynes, my first 2 years at Seneca, he was my setter. He distributed the ball well, gave me every opportunity to succeed. Thank him immensely for that. Another teammate that I looked highly upon in my first few years in the league of the OCAA was Brian Archibald. Again, he had the balance of intensity and composure, which he never really crossed that line, and I learned a lot from him with those 2 key attributes while playing the game. And then at my time at St. Clair, a few players that I'd like to recognize that helped me. Connor West, he was a great left side player, undersized, but he played the game hard and he played the game well. And I learned a lot just from watching him play the game. And then Peter Christian, the guy you saw on the video board there, he was tough to play against, and I'm very happy he was on my team for 4 of my 5 years as a college athlete. He was a middle, so he drew a lot of blocks for me and gave me the opportunity to do really what I did best. So again, thank you, Seneca for the start, for the 3 years. Thank you, St. Clair, for coming in for my last 2 years, giving me all the opportunities, providing me all the outlets to succeed like I did, and giving me the opportunity to take the programs and be a student athlete that I ended up being. Thank you.